So it's Saturday morning, I have the morning off. I'm in my chilly room where the toaster is. I like to have a couple of slices of whole grain seeded loaf. I always pre-slice my butter. A couple of slices of that with a good bit of butter, some honey, and then that's a good bit of carbohydrates in the system for the first training session. I'm going to take you through what I usually eat in a day, although today being a day off, there's no real schedule. It's a bit hectic and I just kind of eat around when I'm hungry and what we have in the house, especially in lockdown when I don't really get the chance to go to the shops myself because I'm at work and mum does all the shopping, so it's going to be random, but still have to hit that calorie goal. First breakfast is finished, about to start the first session of the day. I'm not really in the mood, I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to have to get it done. Can't tell you what the session is because I'll get shouted at by the coaches. My hair desperately needs cut also, but sure, gotta get it done. During the session this morning, I'm going to have one of these Kinetica energy gels, which are 99 calories, 24 grams of carbohydrates in them, just to keep me going during the long and row perfect session. And then as well as that, I'm going to have some SIS electrolytes, which have 36 grams of carbs per scoop. So I'll have like a scoop and a half, 2 scoops of that in just plain water while I'm training, and then onto the normal food afterwards. That's pretty much all I would have during a long ergo session. Like, you've got well in excess of 70-80 grams of carbohydrates to get you through there. So this morning's session is only about, with the warm-up it's about 24-25 kilometers, so it's significant enough. That's the first session done, row perfect session, and now I've got some Greek yogurt with blueberries, about 500-600 grams of Greek yogurt, full fat, blueberries, strawberries, and then I crush in 2 of these Belvita soft bake biscuits. I drizzle over some honey and put a little scoop of Kinetica Vanilla Whey. Oh, it's like we're in Spain. Look at this. I'm gonna have me some. Mum was in a well-known supermarket recently and loads of chocolate was down to about 10p, 25p, so 25p for 18 of these. So I'm gonna treat myself to a few of those with my lovely 3 Fools coffee from Cork. So usually what I try and do in the day is get up, have something that's not too heavy on my stomach, try and stay away from dairy products. Although when I'm down in Cork I go for, like, Lidl do this, like thick, it's like extra thick sliced toast, and it's white bread and it makes the most amazing toast. And then I just have that with like a big clump of butter and then honey or jam. So just like 3 or 4 slices of that just gives me something in my stomach to get me started training. And then, as you've seen, I use the electrolytes and the energy gels during the training sessions depending on how long they are, and then try and get this into me ASAP afterwards. So my darling mother has done me some potato croquettes. She's also got some kind of green stuff on this plate. Some cooked ham, boiled eggs, and then I don't know what type of bread this is. I'm gonna throw a few slices of this on it. What is it? A white B-O-U-L-E boule. And that's lunch. Tried to put the butter on the bread, disintegrated. Very annoyed, very annoyed. Of course everything must have lashings of butter on it. And then as well as that is, I don't know if you've ever had this stuff. Oh. Sriracha mayo. Put a bit of that on top. I'm indulging in a little Coca-Cola and a bag of mini eggs. It's sunny outside. I'm just gonna go out and enjoy the weather. Apologies for being shirtless so much, but it's like 18 degrees outside and genuinely is unreal. I'm gonna have a tub of salted caramel ice cream because I want to. It's per 1/5 of a pot, What does that mean? So 5 times that. 5 times 173. 865. Is it? Bit of protein in there. 15 grams. Technically good for you. So I'm gonna bosh that off now. Outside with a coffee. It's about 4 o'clock now. I'm cracking out a weight session. Trying to get back from a calf injury, so just actually not going too heavy just yet. Injured my calf and running. Turns out if you want to push as hard as you do in the row machine while you're running, you haven't ran in a few months, it hurts. So just coming back to some explosive work out of the calves. Doing some cleans and then I'll jump on the squat rack afterwards. I'm having a bit of an issue because I want the mirror there, you taking up that whole wall. So I went online, obviously, as you do in lockdown, and managed to procure myself 2 sheets of plastic mirror, like the 3mm sheets. But the thing is, they distort. One issue, I need to go to a hardware store and buy like 3/4 inch thick plywood and then like stick the mirror onto it to make it rigid and then drill it to the wall. But I'm only off Saturdays and Sundays and there are no hardware stores open. Post weights, full fat, 500 mils roughly, and a bit more of the vanilla whey, and 1 3/4 ish. Always milk first. Always milk first. Just doing a nice chill 30k on the bike in around 240, 250 watts. Just to get the legs spun out and keeping the heart rate quite low. And it's more like recovery essentially. It was supposed to be a 6k tech over Zoom, but I missed it. They thought I was working, so didn't send me the invite. And then Mum was a wee surprise for me tonight. I think she's got fish and chips from some fish and chip shop that's doing something during lockdown. I think we've eaten in every day for the last God knows how many weeks, and she just wants to support one of the local businesses. And I'm not really mad for fish and chips, but throw some veggies in there and spin it up. Oh man, it's just fish in that. There's fish and chips in the next one. I don't know how I'm going to put that into my fitness pal, but a load of fish and a load of chips. Ketchup, little dollop, and then sriracha on top for that spicy ketchup taste. I'm not gonna lie, that fish and chips was disgusting. Chips were grossly, all like crispy. I hate that. Fish had like all this really like greasy batter. Like, I actually feel a bit sick. It's so weird that Mum decided to get that today because I think the last time I had fish and chips was ages ago. Mum did some buttered leeks, which are actually unreal, as like a veg to go with it. So I'm gonna eat them and then try and finish some of the nicer looking chips. I hope you've enjoyed that I've whacked everything through MyFitnessPal. I don't know how I'm going to put this in, but it'll come up underneath. I'll just have to do like a generic thing. It's probably not going to be very accurate for the fish and chips. I'm going to have like a sugary drink or something to get that like, oh, taste it in my mouth. Anyway, it's a nice thought, but just didn't work out. This has probably been the most bizarre day of eating. Probably a really bad day to show you what I eat in a day. A lot of one-off things. The most accurate thing was the breakfast, the first and second breakfast. I'll probably be having a snack in a second though, so hang on for that. The day in numbers. Whacked everything into MyFitnessPal as accurately as I could. 7,318 total calories. 701 grams of carbohydrates, 362 grams of fat, and 325 grams of protein. So I'm happy enough with that. That's like a 2-1-1 ratio, which is, I don't really know what that means. I'm not trying to get abs for a fitness show. 4.6 grams of salt, which potentially for your average Joe would be very, very high, but when you're sweating a puddle underneath you 2 sessions of the day, then you need to replace what you've lost. That's actually not counting there's another 300 calories off the SIS gel and the electrolytes, which will have more salt in them. Nearly another 100 grams of carbohydrates, I'd say, to add on to that. And it's probably like a 2,600 or 7,600 calorie day. So all in all, I actually managed to hit my target today, but I suppose I was very aware because it was video and everything. As accurate as you can be. Hope that was a good insight into what I eat during the day, although not really an insight at all because it was completely random what I ate today. I'm not really doing the cooking in the house because I'm at home, so catch you in the next one.